What's the one thing everyone thinks you should do if you're lost and thirsty in the desert? You find a cactus, right? You cut it open and drink the water inside. It's a scene we've all seen in movies and cartoons. It's the classic survival trope. Well, I'm here to tell you that this piece of common knowledge is one of the biggest survival myths out there, and believing it could be the last mistake you ever make. Today, we're going to bust this myth wide open and explain why hacking into a cactus for a drink is a terrible, terrible idea. So let's set the scene. You're stranded, the sun is beating down, your water bottle is empty, and your throat feels like sandpaper. You spot a big barrel cactus. It looks like a life-saving, water-filled barrel just waiting for you. It seems logical. Cacti are succulents, known for storing water in arid environments. So cutting one open should give you a refreshing drink, right? Wrong. In reality, what you'll find inside most cacti is not pure drinkable water. It's a thick, gooey pulp. This pulp is filled with alkaloids and acids that the cactus produces to protect itself from being eaten by animals. These compounds are, to put it mildly, not good for your digestive system. If you were to consume this liquid, instead of rehydrating, you would likely experience severe stomach cramps, vomiting, and diarrhea. Think about it. In a survival situation where you're already dehydrated, what's the worst thing that could happen? Losing even more body fluid. That's exactly what drinking cactus fluid will do. It will accelerate dehydration and make your situation catastrophically worse. You might be thinking, but wait, I've heard of people drinking from cacti before. And you're not wrong, but it's a matter of knowing which specific types are safe, and even then, it's not ideal. There are over 2,000 species of cacti. Out of all of them, only a small handful, like certain types of prickly pear or the fishhook barrel cactus, have fluid that is remotely palatable and less toxic. The fishhook barrel, for example, has slightly less acidic pulp. But here's the catch. Accurately identifying these specific species in the wild under duress is incredibly difficult even for experts. Most of the large, easily recognizable cacti, like the giant saguaro or the common barrel cactus you see in movies, are the most dangerous ones to drink from. The risk of misidentification is huge, and the consequences are severe. It's a gamble you simply can't afford to take. So, why does this myth persist? It's largely thanks to pop culture. Movies, TV shows, and old westerns have cemented this image in our minds because it's a simple visual solution to a complex problem. It makes for good drama. But real-world survival isn't a movie. It's about making smart, informed decisions based on facts, not fiction. Relying on Hollywood for survival tips is like learning to swim by reading a book. It doesn't prepare you for the real thing. The truth is, desert survival is incredibly challenging, and there are no easy shortcuts. Now that we've busted the myth, let's talk about what you should actually do. What are the real effective strategies for finding water in a desert environment? This is the crucial part. Instead of looking for a magic water-filled plant, you need to think like a survivalist and understand the environment. The number one rule is to conserve the water you already have. This means traveling during the cooler parts of the day, like early morning or late evening, and resting in the shade during the peak heat. Minimize sweating at all costs. Cover your head and wear loose, light-colored clothing. But what about finding new water sources? Your best bet is to look for signs of life. Follow animal tracks. Most animals need water daily, so their trails can often lead to a hidden spring, a seep, or a small pool of water. Look for patches of green vegetation, especially non-succulent plants like cottonwoods or willows. These trees need a consistent water source to grow, so if you see them, water is likely near the surface. Digging in a dry riverbed or a wash, especially on the outside bend where water would have pooled, can sometimes reveal moisture just a few feet down. You can also look for rock crevices and low-lying areas where rainwater might have collected and been shaded from the sun. These are the real water sources you should be searching for. Another powerful technique is to create a solar still. This sounds complicated, but the principle is simple. You dig a hole, place a container in the center, and cover the hole with a plastic sheet, like a poncho or a trash bag. You weigh down the center of the plastic with a small rock so it sags down over your container. The sun's heat causes moisture in the ground and any vegetation you place in the hole to evaporate. This water vapor rises, condenses on the underside of the cool plastic sheet, and then drips down into your container. It's a slow process, but it produces pure distilled water and it works. It's a real science-based survival technique, unlike the cactus myth. It's also crucial to remember that the best survival tool is preparation. If you're heading into a desert area, never go without a detailed plan. Tell someone where you are going and when you expect to be back. Most importantly, carry more water than you think you'll need. The general rule is at least 1 gallon per person per day. A good map, a compass or GPS, a signaling mirror, and a personal locator beacon are also essential pieces of gear. The goal is to avoid getting into a survival situation in the first place. So let's recap the key takeaways. The idea of cutting open a cactus for a drink is a dangerous myth. The fluid inside most cacti is toxic and will make you sick, leading to faster dehydration. Instead of falling for this Hollywood fantasy, focus on real, proven survival strategies. Conserve your energy and sweat. Travel during cooler times. Look for signs of life, like animal tracks and green vegetation, which can lead you to water. Learn how to build a solar still to collect clean drinking water from the environment. And above all, be prepared before you ever set foot in the wilderness. Understanding the why behind survival rules is just as important as knowing the rules themselves. Knowing that cactus fluid contains harmful alkaloids helps you understand why it's a bad idea, making you less likely to try it in a desperate moment. Survival is about knowledge, preparation, and keeping a cool head. Don't let popular myths put you in a worse position. Stick to the science and the proven techniques. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this video has cleared up a major misconception and given you some practical life-saving knowledge. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more myth-busting and real-world survival tips. Stay safe out there and always be prepared. See you in the next video.